Hello guys, Mr. Shower came back here once again. Shout out to the video. Hajime Ippo around 14:08 came out sometime after 2 o'clock. Then I just rechecked when I got the phone and we're just going straight into it. The announcer says the chairs have erupted into an earthquake, shaking the entire arena. And the epicenter is in the ring. Both fighters continue to exchange punches, eager to end this. Round 14:08, the pure one. The announcer continues. So, who's the stronger one? Alpha. Should they still fight at Omega or Omega? And he was like, do your best. Cinder's like, go monkey. Roar yells out, Wally. And Wally throws a three-piece combination. Ricardo keeping a high guard. And the audience like, that was close. His punches are getting sharper. I can't even tell what's happening anymore. Ricardo returned to his own. Wally weaves out of the way of both of them. And Bill Stewart says to himself, his upper body moves too quickly for us to catch. Ricardo clenches his fists. It could be a feint. Wally get hits in the body. And Roy's coach says to himself, the punches up top were just bait. And Ippo's like, he got him. You hear his ribs crack. And Wally's like, before I fought Makunouchi, I would have been able to take that. And Wally goes for a punch. And he returns fire without slowing down. And he says, thank you, Makunouchi. And I was like, when he shot back after taking that body blow, what is this guy? You can't let up on him even for a second. Ricardo throws at a jab. Wait, he fakes him out. He fakes him out with a jab and goes straight for a left straight. And Wally can't get out of the way in time. Bam! And he goes to his knees. It's a down. The champion right explodes, the announcer said. And Miguel is concerned. And Wally wipes out the blood. And the announcer says, but the channel get immediately back up. Was it too shallow? And Miguel's like, yes, good. The announcer's like, he takes his fighting pose. He really showing something strong determination. And they continue. And Miguel, you just see the shit of Miguel. Before the sun finally sets in his life of mine, I want to try raising one last fighter from nothing. I believe this is Miguel Schwartz. Thoughts. You see the ocean waves just crash back and forth. And Miguel's like, we finally meet the pure one. The thoughts say, how about you try boxing? While it's like, is it fun? If it is, if it's you, you'll love it. And Wally smiles. The two of us went all over the world. And it's into this final page where our hopes and dreams and spirit, more like the morning sun, illuminating everything in his path. And Wally goes from the punch, Ricardo blocks it with his left hand. And I would left with his left hand with his right hand. Wally threw the right, and Ricardo blocked it with the right. And a big punch from the challenger. As it was make up for his down, he's going after the champion even harder. And Ricardo says, so his punch is still alive. And Wally says to himself, Miguel, you took me to so many places. This is Miguel. And he throws a left hook towards Ricardo. Ricardo blocks. You introduced me to so many new people. And he takes a hit from Ricardo's left hook. And you let me do something fun, as fun as this match. And Miguel starts to sweat even more. Thank you for everything. And there is no wait till next week. There's no nothing. It just ends. There's no wait for next week. There's no nothing. Surprisingly, I was not expecting a Wally to do this well. I really did. I wasn't expecting for this fight to keep up this pace. Especially Wally into this round. I knew there could be a chance he'd be going down, but I went to this fight with still with high hopes. But now, in the question of the Alpha or the Omega, the questions start to show up of if Wally, I don't know. I'm getting the exact same feeling I got from when Ippo fought Antonio and when Ippo fought Freddy Gonzalez. The difference is with Gonzalez, he was so proud of the coach. Coach taught me so many things. He told him courage. He kept believing in courage. He kept going. But here, right here now, while he's going everywhere he can. Actually, no. While the ribs cracked. I was right. Really ribs did crack. He took that body blow. He's like, if I would never fought Monka Ryuchi, I would never be able to take that. Ippo surprised. He's like, thank you, Monka Ryuchi. And that thumbnail I made that wasn't real, where he says, thank you, Monka Ryuchi gave me something. It turns out to be more true than anything else. I know he's going out like Ibuki right now. He got one good eye, and ironically, it's his right eye, just like Joe's, is going out. Took that right straight, goes down, and he gets immediately back up like nothing happened. And we get this close up of Miguel, and a flashback to Miguel first time meeting Wally, and the action does he want the box. We get the whole classic thing that Miguel wanted to raise one last son. And the two of us went all over the world and X into this final page where hopes, dreams, and spirit, like the morning sun, illuminate everything in its path. Miguel, you took me to so many new places, you introduced me to so many new people, and you let me have something as fun as this match. Thank you for everything. It could be that the Wally train has ended. Overall, my thoughts on the chapter, there's nowhere close to bad. It's not okay. It's what is something between good and okay? I can't say it's all right. So it's something between okay, all right, and good. I guess decent. I don't know. This is a very sad chapter. I was very hyped up and excited to see Wally go and Ricardo go back and forth at it. There was like, yeah, there was animals. Let's sell that right here, right now. And Wally's fighting this hard out. There's no real disappointments. There's no anger. There's not really much anything. I think is good. But would a fight in the next chapter? I don't think so. That would be very abrupt, even though Wally's saying his last hoorah. But I don't know. Cause always a chance of what if that Wally could get further, but he gets told to fight the way he wants to. He starts fighting like that, and it's just. And instead of using the freedom style, a version of the freedom style that you expect he's done before, he's using a more close range version, keeping pace and standing toe to toe with one of the best in the world. And it seems like this is it for Wally in the sport. This is like the end of the road. And he took that body blow, on which this could confirm that Wally hits harder. And that Ippo hits harder than Ricardo Martinez, because he took that punch and broke his ribs, like cracked his ribs. And he's just like, well, I've never been to take that. And he returned fire like nothing happened. Like it wasn't even comparable. Like it was a dream. And I don't know. Cause we seen something similar to this before with Ippo, like this exact same thing between trainer and coach. And he took that left hook. And he's just like, thank you for everything. So I'm pretty sure the last chapter, or the next chapter, and maybe the chapter after that is going to be the last kamikaze. This is going to be everything for the win. What will Wally do? Who knows? But I hope we get at least just one completely lean back punch that lands at Ricardo. Just one where he's just all the way, he brings it up. It's an uppercut. Just one, George. Just one lean back punch. It doesn't have to be a reference to Bryant, but just one lean back punch. Just one. Because Wally's still going good. He's taking blows. Ricardo's blocking. But it's not like a, well, he's like he's on his last legs. But it does seem like a swan song. It does seem like this is, after the Ricardo fight, there's all his ambers are burned up. That's all he got. He's given everything. You know, it does seem like he got a cut above the eye. His right eye is going out. Because it's like it's swelling, I can't say it's swelling, it's just, I guess he got punched in the eye too many times. It is starting to go out. I don't know how much you can see from that right eye. But it seems like he's still sweating, ducking, and dodging quite well. So it's just, it does seem like this is the swan. No, the swan song. It's just, this is like the last, like, it's not gonna go much further than 3 more chapters. Like, this is it. This is everything. This is everything. Something very sad about this chapter. We went from place to place, and thank you for taking me to so many places. Thank you for Makanauchi. It does feel like the last swan song. Sadly, the chapter is a little short. I said that's the only critique I have of it, where it ends right there. There's no break or anything. It just ends. And the last crush it for Wally, and thank you for everything. Would I be upset if Wally was to collapse next chapter? I really don't know. I really don't know. Because after that, every single thing that could get into the way of any Itagaki development or Teihei and Kataru will be gone. This is one of those fights where I have to give a fight review and reread the entire fight back to back with no type of breaks or anything, and it's just, I doubt my opinion would change much. But, yeah. I doubt this fight gonna win Wally over any fans. I date those same people who hate Wally and want to see him get destroyed for some reason. It's just gonna continue to think like that. But if this is the end for good old Wally, if he would never get the chance to box again, or he won't get in there with Itagaki, he won't get a shot at Miyata or anything after that. He gave it one hell of a run. I will say this to wrap this up. It does seem like in Ippo, there's no more like power moves. There are no more power punches. The whole like style thing is just, everything has become extremely streamlined. So what do I mean by this? You expect, alright, we've seen these Rookie King things before, or that Itagaki or Hoshi or Amai would get something new. Amai versus Hoshi, they're doing the exact same thing. Itagaki, since he's in a slum, it makes sense. Mishiba's already at the peak of his thing. Vorg is the same. Sendo, there's not really much to get from Sendo, because you can, just as much you could say he stayed the same, you can argue that will, because he was fighting an outboxer that had better boxing than him to a certain degree, why he didn't pull out any like the super smash or anything. But it has been a consistent trend, especially like with Keith Dragon. When it's the heaven and ground punch, we might have seen one of them at the beginning of the fight, and it's just, it seems like from the moves and things like that, it's just disappearing. Where it just is one thing where it's not really named as much, and it's just like, alright, it's one of those things they got, but it's just like the fight continues and it just take out like 5 pages. But it's just between that and where it just like no longer exists anymore. At all, where it's just, he's just gone. Maybe you can say, well, over time, you can't expect the exact same thing to happen all the time, this and that. But it's just, these guys got like certain the moves, and it's just not there. Just gone. So at this point, that's all I'm hoping for. Just one lean back punch from Wally. Just one. Where it actually connects. But even though it connects, it's not going to stop Ricardo's next punch. And he tried to go for the dual exchange. Try to throw another punch to try to stop Ricardo's punch, or at least dual exchange it. He's too late. He goes down. That easily could be what happens. But, I don't know. There's a sense of sadness from this chapter. You keep seeing this close-up from Miguel, like he's concerned, like it's just a close-up, and it just, I don't know, I would say happy birthday, Morikawa. I know the birthday was a little late, but, he has turned 57. Like this year or last year, I don't know which one. I can't say which one. I think it was this year, it could be. I don't recall his birthday being in January, I can be wrong, but, yeah. Huh. Well, that sure is something. Yeah. That's all I really feel is sadness from this chapter. That's all I feel is just pure sadness. But maybe stuff we got thoughts of change at the chapter. How you believe these fights gonna wrap up? Do you believe Wally got just a few more pages? He's gonna be in the next chapter. Do you believe the chapter will, at least by the end of January, and maybe at the beginning of February, the fight will wrap up? But hopefully after the fight, we get some development on Tay and Kataro and Itagaki. Maybe our mind might get a new moves or something. Because the whole move thing have just been non-existent, and it's just you expect some type of growth, which is ironic because aside from Mishima closing up his gaps, it's not like he's really gained like a signature move aside from the chop and right. But BMW can't look guys those opinions. And what are your wrapped up thoughts about the fight? Peace.